Hey, I am so glad that you are here. This is Scout IQ. It's basically just a platform that I created as a loan officer. So one loan officer, one salesperson to another. Right now, this is mostly, in fact, I'd say 100% geared simply for loan officers to help us with prospecting, to help us track and kind of perform a little bit better, have the tools in front of us that we want to have. So I'll tell you right off the bat. And it's like that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So I can't make you do the work. I can't make you pick up the phone and dial. Okay. But what I can do is share with you what has been working for me. And I just want to share it back out with you. And so these are the tools that I'm using here in Scout IQ. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right quick. Of course, you won't see it that way. But what we have here is Scout IQ, and this is just a Yahoo email that I had created simply for this, so I could walk you all through this. Okay, so today, so whatever day it is, right? It'll tell you your next power hour. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through Scout IQ. All right, so when you come in here, you'll come over here to Power Hour. Okay, and these are your sessions. You can start your session. Just click on Start Session. Okay, maybe you want to end it. You can select how many dials you want to make in a day. Okay, or in your session. Okay, now you definitely want to come over to Schedule. You can schedule your call blocks. Okay, so maybe you're an early person and you start dialing your realtors or builders or financial advisors, whomever, at 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m., 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11, and 11:30. Okay, and you can select every single day. I personally do not make prospecting calls on Fridays. Pretty much everybody is mentally checked out, so I don't do those on Fridays. So I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, and I can say 10:30 a.m. or 10 a.m. Okay, whichever one I want to pick, and it'll go to save reoccurring. All right. Now I can also download this onto my calendar. So you probably noticed that when you came on that you had to use your personal email. It's just not built and ready for it to integrate, if you will, with your the email that you have with your mortgage company. Yeah, it's just not there. You get the firewall is going to block it. Okay, so once you get it in, but when you download the calendar, it will download onto your work calendar. Okay, I have it pop up every single day. In fact, I start dialing at 10 a.m. So every day at 10 a.m. or about 15 minutes before, it pops up as a reminder in my calendar. That way, I know to do my prospecting. All right. So back to Power Hour. So we come over here, and like I said, you can start your timer. But if you'll notice right now, there's nobody in here. So you're going to need your list of prospects in a CSV file. Okay. And it has to be in a very particular order. Uh, Name, phone number, email. It has to be in that order in order for it to take. Now, there's some other things you can add in that I've allowed for. Okay. But so what we're going to do is we're going to go to choose CSV. In fact, I'm going to show you that right quick. Let me do this. Okay. So required name, phone, email, options, realtor options, category, tier, all these sort of things. Those are things that I added because it has to do with my scripting. Okay. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. Choose CSV. I made that up just for you all. So these are not real names. Import. Okay, so we now have 15 that have been imported. So I'm going to come back to my power hour, and I can see that Brandon Miles is the first one I'm going to call. Again, it's a completely made up individual. Now, what's really good about this, I have my script right here. Okay, so I call Brandon. Hey, Brandon, this is Justin Atterbury, Mortgage Dad. Full transparency. This is a cold call, but it's a well-researched one. Can I take 30 seconds and tell you why I called you specifically? And then you can decide if it's worth more time. Okay, whatever you want to do. Maybe, and if you don't want this script, that's fine. You can come over here. We'll get there in a second, and you can change it up. Okay. Stale listing. Maybe you're going to call stale listings. Those listings have been sitting there for 60 days or more. Okay. And that's you may not have it in here, but you have Brandon pulled up again. Hey, Brandon, this is Justin, full transparency. I'm calling about your listing and the address is right here. 309 Prairie Creek Lane. Did I catch you at a bad time? Okay, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna use my script. Okay. Voicemail. So when I do cold calls, and yes, I still make cold calls. Hey, Brandon, this is Justin, Mortgage Dad. I know this is a cold call, but it's not a random one. I saw your activity in county, right? Boom, right here, Johnson County. So I saw your activity in Johnson County and had a quick reason for reaching out. I'll send you a quick text. Talk soon. And here's your text if you want to send that out. Again, you can change all this, and I'll show you that in just a second. And then probably one of my favorites is the objection playbook. You get someone on the phone. Oh, I already have a lender. Oh, good. I've got an answer for you. I've got a rebuttal. Okay. Good. You should. An agent without a lender is in trouble. I'm not calling to replace them. Every agent I work with kept their lender. I earned that second slot for files that need speed or a save. Would you be against having a bench? Okay. So however you want to work that, these are common objections that we run into. They're not really objections. They're brush offs for the most part. Okay. I'm too busy right now. We got a response for that. We got a preferred lender. Got it. I don't do many buyer deals. We've got that one. Okay. So what this is designed to do is to help you move faster, have these tools in front of you so that when you're on the phone, you're not scrambling around trying to, oh, what do I say? What do I do? It's right here in front of you. All right. So that's your prospects. Pipeline, you can fill up your pipeline. You could add 30 pre-approvals and 70 closed loans. If you need more than that, just let me know and I can increase that. I like to track the loans that I'm getting, not just use my company CRM because I think it's a fantastic thing, but I also think that loan officers should kind of have their own CRM. I do not have access to any of this stuff. I've made it so that I can't see anything. Okay. But I like to track the deals I'm getting in that given year from these new realtors to see who I need to really make sure I'm solidifying that relationship. Which ones are sending me maybe 1, 2, 3 deals a year instead of 7, 8, or 9. Okay, I want to see where the relationship needs some strength and what's going on there. Okay, so that's what I do here. Buyer's Edge, that's the stale listing, okay? And you can add your listings in here, okay? So if you get somebody, whatever the agent name is, phone number, all these fun information, it'll populate in here, okay? It'll actually have it right here. It'll say which agreements you have. This is a calculator tool. So if you're on the phone with somebody, it says, well, yeah, I've got this listing for $500,000. Okay, I think I did that. 500. There we go. And let's assume 90% or 95% or 5% down. Maybe they're thinking about dropping it by $10,000. Okay, you're suggesting $5,000 for a seller concession. Current rate, maybe the a temporary buy down is going to have it at 5.875. Maybe 6.5 for so it'd be 5.5 there, same 5.5. It'll put all the information here. So you do know that you need to probably put this price point around 465, 500. 465, 500. Boom. Now you can have that conversation. Say, well, Mr. Mrs. Agent, you could drop that price down 10,000 instead of it being 500, it'd be 490,000. Okay, but it looks like the buyer there or that buyer's going to be subject to market rates. What if we did a $5,000 concession from your seller? I'll chip in and it'll tell you right here how much you can do it. Boom. Actually, sorry, it's right here. It's always rounded. 10,000. Okay. So 5,000 from them, 5,000 from you, $10,000 buyer concession. What can we do with that 10,000? Well, the buyer can reduce their out-of-pocket expenses, or maybe look at a 1-1 or 1-0 temporary buy down and make that rate 5 point, it's on the conventional here. Okay, so 5.875 for the first year. The payment would be $3,058, principal and taxes, or principal and interest. Okay, so that's the buyer's edge. Again, just kind of get used to this. Now the script, like I said, you can come in here, you can change the script up Anyway, this is my personal script that I put in here. Maybe you don't like my script. That's fine. Use whatever you are comfortable using. Use what's working for you. Okay. Stale listing call, voicemail, a text script, opener options. Maybe you don't like addressing that, hey, this is a cold call right off the bat. Okay. I don't mind doing it. Maybe you're not comfortable doing that. Maybe you have a better opener, or maybe you need some help with an opener. Okay. So here's some ways that you can just work on some openings with the agent if you're doing cold calls. Okay. And again, the objection playbook. All right. Now, performance, this is going to track 90 days, 180 days, 270 days, and then 12 months out. Your conversion rates, everything you've done. Now, I've been messing with this one. This is, like I said, my kind of dummy account. So that's why you see 8 in here. Okay. Yours would have 0, but it's tracking how many calls you're making, your conversion rate, recent appointment rate. Okay. All that fun stuff. And I'm going to come back to that in just a second because that's some good stuff there. Okay. Daily check-in. Okay. So every day, this may not be for you. That's fine, but it's going to have scripture in there. Okay. Just a verse. Okay. I'll give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I actually have the tattoo of the, of kind of an illustration of that. Anyways, doesn't matter. All right. So some other things you can do here is, what did you get done today? What are you thankful for? I know it's kind of cheesy, but I'm telling you right now that writing down things that you're thankful for is going to really help with your mindset. And I know we've heard that a million times, at least I have. But when I finally started doing it, it really just kind of got my day going. Put me, again, mindset. It got me in the right state of mind. Okay. And then maybe some things that you need to follow up on tomorrow. Those will all be right in here. Okay. Team, it's just going to, again, it's going to track what you've been doing, sessions, and this is for the day. Okay. Now, I'm going to come back over here to Power Hour because I want to show you one more thing. So you start your session. You say, I'm going to make 20 calls today. You call Brandon, you go through your script, and Brandon doesn't answer. Log the activity, and you can set a follow-up, whatever you want to do. I usually do 1 week out. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 week. Maybe I do 3 days. This can change the date. 2 days. Call them tomorrow. 1 week out. Save the follow-up. And it's going to bring up the next person. Emily Hart. Hey, Emily, blah, blah, blah. Emily says that she would love to meet for coffee. So you're going to change that to appointment, log activity, and you've got your coffee appointment. Maybe it's 1 week out, whatever day it is. Maybe y'all decide to do that on, let's see, maybe it's that Wednesday, the 2nd. Okay, just put the date in there. Follow up. Now, you should be putting this in your calendar. You should also be sending a calendar invite to that agent, and that's why we have the email. Okay. In fact, I'll show you down here how I do that. So let's say Isabella wants to meet for coffee. Okay. So I'll come down here and I'll actually, it's part of my script, and I'll say, hey, Isabella, I've got you for September 2nd at 10 a.m. at Starbucks. Okay. You know, whichever Starbucks or wherever y'all decide to meet, right? Hey, Isabella, I've got your email as isabella.carter@example.com. Is that correct? Yes, it's correct. Perfect. Hey, in the next 5 minutes, you're going to get an email from me. It's just a calendar invite, so it's on both of our calendars. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out. You send it. I take the approach that it's not truly a booked appointment unless it's on your calendar and there. So they're going to send me back that I'm going to get the email rather that says they've accepted the calendar invite. It's a booked appointment at that point. Okay. So again, now maybe Isabella it's just not really interested. Okay. I'm actually not going to mark them as not interested just yet. I'm going to mark them as a follow-up. Okay. But I'm also going to set that one out for an entire month. So I'm not going to call on Saturday, so I'll call on the 28th. Follow up. Okay. It's not to be mean. It's not to be rude, but maybe my timing on that day with her just wasn't a great day to reach out. Maybe in a month it is. Okay. So we call Megan, blah, blah, blah. We go through our scripting, whatever your script is. Okay. Set an appointment. for 3. She's like, man, I want to meet with you right away. Okay. How soon can we meet? Well, I can meet you in 3 days. Log it. Now I want to show you this. So you can come over here to prospects. And we've got 2 appointments in here. So Megan, you meet with Megan, and then Megan says, hey, I really want to work with you. I like everything I'm hearing. That's now a converted realtor. They have agreed to start working with you. So now you've got them in your converted pipeline. So you know who is sending you deals. Okay? Now, again, it's still your job to follow up. Just because they said that doesn't mean that they automatically will. We got to stay in touch with them. But these are ones worth continuing to continuously stay in touch with, right? So this is Scout IQ. If you have any questions on this, feel free to reach out. I would encourage anybody to just kind of play around with this, learn the setup so that you know how it works best for you. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you for watching. I hope this wasn't too long. Have a wonderful day. Take care.